When a relationship goes through a tough time or even a breakup and a partner's behavior starts to change, it can be easy to fall into a victim mindset. The problem is that falling for a victim mindset during the most crucial time in your relationship is actually going to make things even worse. You end up sabotaging your relationship without even realizing it. And it's so easy to get caught in this habit of seeing yourself as a helpless victim of your partner, blaming your partner, blaming the world for the breakdown of a relationship, for all of these problems. But the truth is that this mentality doesn't just hurt you, it poisons the connection between you and your partner. So in this video, I'm going to break down why the victim mindset accelerates the breakdown of a relationship. But then I'm going to talk about how to stop falling for the victim mindset and start turning the relationship around. So what is the victim mindset? Well, the victim mindset is when you see yourself as a victim of your partner. You see yourself as a victim of the world. You see yourself as a victim of all of the circumstances around your relationship. The victim mindset is a feeling of being powerless to have any control over what's happening around you. And oftentimes in relationships, this can come from maybe your partner is pissed off at you. Maybe an affair has happened. Maybe the relationship is slowly breaking down. Regardless of how it happens, the victim mindset is when you see yourself as the victim of these circumstances. You start to feel bad. You start to wallow. You complain about things, but you don't actually do anything about it. And there's a lot of problems that come with the victim mindset. The first is that it stops you from taking any responsibility. So when you fall for the victim mindset, you deflect any responsibility, kind of like it's a grenade. You catch it and you throw it away. So you start to blame your partner for everything that goes wrong instead of owning your part in the situation. So when things go south in the relationship, instead of stepping up and saying, I messed up, or here's some ideas on how I think we can work through this, you turn it around and start pointing fingers at everyone else. And that's not just selfish, it's a really weak move. You start to have this idea of, it's not me, it's you. You keep telling yourself that, if she would just change, everything would be fine. What happens in these moments is you end up handing away any influence on the relationship. You're essentially saying, I can't change because everything around me is the problem. The reality is that you have quite a lot of control in this situation. You have control over yourself. By taking the responsibility of what you do, how you step up, how you communicate, how you see things, and how you start to overcome problems, you actually have a massive influence on the way that the relationship turns out. But by not taking responsibility, you avoid the necessary growth that would help the relationship thrive. And the consequences of this are massive. If you end up dodging responsibility, resentment will build, not only within yourself, but within your partner as well. Your partner's going to start feeling like she is carrying the whole emotional weight of the relationship, and you're just hanging around for the ride. Eventually, over time, your partner will start resenting you, and that's when the cracks in your relationship start to turn into a full-on break. But the next big reason is that it creates a negative feedback loop. So when you believe that you're a victim, it ends up feeding this constant negativity within a relationship. What happens when you trap yourself in this victim mindset is you feel like a victim. So you feel bad, you feel sad. So internally, you start to get angry, you start to feel complacent, you start to get judgmental. All of these toxic things that start to brew up inside you because you're dwelling on this victim mindset. And as a result of that, that comes out when you speak with your partner in the actions that you have with your partner. You stop having conversations, you start to judge them. When you do have conversations, you blow up. And as a result of this, your partner starts to feel upset. Your partner starts to feel bad as a result of the way that you're talking with them, or the fact that you're not trying, the fact that you're giving up on the relationship, the fact that you're letting this resentment build up. And as a result of that, your partner starts to feel angry, complacent, or judgmental. And then you start to feel like a victim. And this goes round and round. The more that you start to feel like a victim and you don't break this feedback loop, the more that you're perpetuating it. You ignore the fact that you can stop this feedback loop. You end up trapped in this constant state of dissatisfaction and you focus on everything that's wrong. And that's all that you see. You end up creating negative energy that only feeds in to your partner's negative energy. As an example of this, let's say your partner has had an affair because your partner felt unfulfilled in the relationship. Now, this may sound controversial, but by falling for this victim mindset in these crucial moments, you start to become resentful. You start to become toxic. You start to speak to your partner differently. And what happens is that your partner initially felt that their needs were not being met, which is why the affair happened in the first place. But by you falling into this negativity, falling into this toxic mindset, speaking resentfully towards your partner and acting in toxic ways, you reinforce that original view that you are not the partner that she wanted to step up and start turning the relationship around. You become part of the negative feedback loop. And the more that you create this toxic energy, the more it feeds in on itself. So when you start to focus on these problems rather than actually getting towards solutions, you invite more problems. Your attitude rubs off on your partner, and soon everything starts to become a fight. Ultimately, you end up attracting what you project. What you put out there ends up coming back to you. So if you're always playing the victim, constantly feeling sorry for yourself, that's exactly what you're going to get from your partner. So your partner starts to walk on eggshells. They try not to trigger you, and suddenly your relationship becomes about you, your emotions, instead of the two of you working together towards a solution. If you don't start to control the relationship dynamic, then it will control you. If you don't start to make changes within yourself, then this will have a massive impact on the relationship dynamic. And the biggest reason why this victim mindset destroys relationships is that it breeds toxicity and it destroys intimacy. When you have a toxic mindset, you create a toxic relationship. So this victim mentality starts to create toxicity in your relationship. When you constantly feel like things are happening to you, you end up distancing yourself emotionally from your partner. So you stop showing up as an active participant in the relationship. You kind of wait for things to get better without actually doing anything to make that happen. And eventually your partner will start to feel the strain of this emotional absence. And this isn't intimacy, this is avoidance. So this isn't about attachment styles. This is simply about your behavior in this moment. And there are plenty of signs that you are living in a victim mindset when it comes to a relationship. The first is denying. So a lot of men pretend that their victim mentality just doesn't exist. So even if your partner is trying to point it out to you, you brush it off like it's no big deal. The first mistake that you can make is pretending that you don't have a victim mindset. If you're constantly feeling like the world is out to get you, then you've got a serious issue that needs attention. Ignoring it won't just make it go away. It'll make you more and more miserable and disconnected from your partner. So the first sign to be aware of is denying that it exists. The next is overcompensating. So on the flip side, some guys go too far the other way and they try to overcompensate and try to fix everything at once. Once they get this victim mindset, they can go into this needy mentality. They end up buying gifts, flowers, make these big grand gestures and overcompensate for the problems in the relationship. So instead of looking at things that are effective, they go into this overcompensation mode. The problem is that this doesn't ever address the root cause. So making these grand gestures don't actually deeply confront this victim mindset and the root causes of the relationship. Next is justifying themselves, justifying their own approach, and justifying the victim mentality. This comes across in things that you say like, well, I'm just going through a tough time. It's okay for me to act this way. Or you don't understand how much I've been through. Now, all of these things may be true, but constantly justifying your own actions whilst complaining, living in the victim mindset, means that you'll never make any changes. You'll constantly be all about words rather than actual actions. Justifying your own victim mindset means that you're avoiding doing the work. Another sign is numbing yourself. When the victim mindset takes over, some guys can cope by numbing their emotions or escaping into distractions. So when there's tough times in the relationship, disconnecting yourself to the relationship and pretending that you don't have any feelings, this can be a massive sign of this victim mindset, because this only perpetuates the victim mentality. It avoids confronting the issues head on, and you end up running away from the problem rather than facing it. And then there's blame. So blaming, it's so easy to get caught up in blaming everyone else for your problems, blaming your partner, blaming the world outside, blaming your situation, saying things like, she doesn't respect me, I never get what I deserve, this isn't fair. When you're constantly pointing fingers outside of yourself, you're failing to see your own role in the issues. This keeps you powerless and it stops you from taking any action, just looking for a scapegoat to your own situation. The victim mentality distorts everything, including how you interact with your partner. It comes across in everything that you say and do. Ultimately, if you don't address the victim mindset, then you end up destroying all chances of the relationship ever being repaired. So what do? What are the solutions to overcoming the victim mindset? Well, the first thing, above everything else, is take responsibility for it. So this is getting out of this victim mindset of blaming your partner, blaming your past, blaming your circumstances for your emotional state. This is where you need to start owning up to your actions and choices. If you fuck up, admit it. If you've messed up in your relationship, admit it to yourself. Take accountability for your actions, but take accountability for your own emotions as well. You know, we can often fall into this habit of saying, well, my partner makes me angry. The fact is that your partner doesn't make you angry. You make you angry. You are in charge of managing your emotions. If you don't take accountability for managing your own emotions, then you're always going to be looking outside of yourself, looking at things on TV, reading newspapers, and seeing all of these things that trigger you, and you're doing nothing about it. So it's really important to stop hiding behind excuses and start looking inwardly And this is ultimately the next step, which is shifting your energy. So this is adopting what we call a mastery mindset. So holding yourself to a higher standard. So this is not just about managing your emotions. This is about understanding them deeply, learning, digging in, understanding yourself, and building the skill of emotional intelligence. You know, a lot of us, especially us guys, think that we understand emotional intelligence because ultimately we don't want to be wrong, right? We don't want to think that we have a limited view. If you're unable to handle your partner's criticism, if you're unable to handle tough truths about the relationship, difficult facts, then no amount of telling yourself that you are skilled at emotional intelligence is going to change the reality that you don't know as much as you think you do. And this is tough to hear. It's tough to face up to. But ultimately, convincing ourselves that we are emotionally intelligent does not really help when we're still perpetuating a negative feedback loop within our partner and within our relationship. So this is why it's so crucial to adopt a mastery mindset and pushing yourself to grow. Otherwise, you're going to end up staying stuck. Your relationship isn't going to change, and the situation is never going to move forward. You know, relationships aren't about luck. They're about the effort. If you aren't giving yourself 100%, then you're not showing up as a strong partner. The main way to stop becoming the victim within your relationship is to start breaking out of this narrative that you're telling yourself. Start looking at the discords that happen in every relationship as opportunities. Every single time your partner and you don't see eye to eye, or you have a difference of opinion, this is a chance to be able to improve the relationship and build a stronger connection. And a lot of people miss this opportunity. When a partner's angry, when you are misaligned on something, a lot of people view these discords as problems, as roadblocks to the relationship. There's a lot of guys out there that would be like, this is it, I'm checked out. This is a massive problem. This is something that is impossible to get over. But when these things happen, which they happen in every relationship, you can either avoid it and cause more damage to the relationship, or you can lean into it and see it for the opportunity that it is. Every single time a tough situation comes up with your partner, being able to lean into it and understand how to turn it into a positive is crucial. And this is a crucial relationship skill that will last you a lifetime. So learning how to overcome these challenges instead of complaining about problems. And this is what a lot of my members have found. Once they've started to unravel this victim mindset, then their partners react differently to them. Conversations change their tone. They stop becoming needy. They actually start to provide real value to a relationship. So you can't afford to stay stuck in the victim mindset. If you want to save your relationship, you need to take control of your actions, your emotions, and your future. And if you do want to join us, then join me in my free relationship bootcamp, where you'll learn the same steps and tools that all of my members have used to start turning their relationships around. Just click on the link in the description down below to grab your spot. And one of the most crucial steps of overcoming this victim mindset within your relationship is to start crucial conversations. So when you fall for this victim mindset, you usually avoid talking about things, or you talk about things in a very toxic way. Either way, regardless of which way you do it, communication is the only way to start overcoming these discords between yourself and your partner. You know, the victim mindset leads to this avoidance tendency. And I've actually done a deeper dive on this, which I'll link to on the screen, but avoiding conversations with your partner, avoiding fights and avoiding blow-ups is actually going to cause more damage to the relationship than you think. When you fall into this victim mindset, you get into this habit of trying to avoid having tough conversations that you don't want to hear, hearing tough truths. But in order to overcome the discords in any relationship, you need to start having this rupture and this repair to the relationship. So I'm going to leave you with that deep dive video, and I'll see you over there.